Hello, this is Finnish Broadcast Daily. I'm following today's headlines.
President TRUYnh pays a working visit to the northern province of Phú Thọ. Deputy Prime Minister THኢና met the governor of Yunnan province on June 2nd. June becomes an action month to boost the prevention of HIV transmission from mother to child.
President TRUYnh is paying a working visit to the northern province of Phú Thọ. On June 2nd, he attended a ceremony to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the establishment of Việt Trì City.
Việt Trì City is the place where the first kings of the country, the Home Kings, established their capital. It has witnessed many battles in the country's long history of fighting invaders. Việt Trì first became a city on June 4, 1962, under government decision, which also designated Việt Trì to be the first industrial town in the course of socialist construction in northern Vietnam. On behalf of the party and state, President Song presented the Independence Order First Class to Việt Trì City. Earlier, the President paid tribute to the nation's ancestors at the Home Kings Temple. The Home Kings are worshipped throughout Vietnam as the founders of the nation. Their symbolic death anniversary on Lunar March the 10th is a national commemoration, with masses of pilgrims flocking to the temple in Việt Trì City. On June 3rd, President Song held a working session with the Command of Military Zone 2, which covers 9 mountainous and hilly provinces in the northwestern region. The President said the armed forces should assist local authorities in developing infrastructure and improving the living conditions for local people. He stressed that, by doing this, they will lay a strong foundation for strengthening security and defense in the region, which is one of the poorest in the country.
Vice President Nguyễn Thị Doan led a 50-strong delegation to the 22nd Global Summit of Women, which took place in Athens, Greece from May 31st to June 2nd.
Addressing the opening ceremony of the summit, the Vice President heralded the important role played by women in politics and socio-economics, saying that they are actively contributing to boosting the world economic growth and addressing national and international issues. She suggested the summit put forth measures to promote the role of women in boosting economic development and international cooperation and in deciding social affairs. The summit, with the participation of nearly 800 female leaders from 70 countries worldwide, discussed a wide range of issues, including the major trends in the region and the world, the role of business women in fast-growing sectors. They also shared experiences in business and enterprise management, trademark building, corporate social responsibility, and green business development. Participants highlighted the important role of women in all fields and called on women to promote their self-reliance, to affirm their role and position in the society. Malaysia will host the next Global Summit of Women in 2013. During her stay in Greece, the Vietnamese Vice President visited the Vietnamese embassy in Greece and met with representatives of the Vietnamese community in the country. She also met with chairman of the Greek-Vietnam Friendship Association, Costa Sarantidis Nguyễn Văn Lập, and a number of local businesses.
Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn TRUYnh held a meeting with Li Ji-hung, Governor of Yunnan Province, on June 2nd as part of his working visit to China.
Deputy Prime Minister Nguyen said the development of the Vietnam-China Comprehensive Strategic Cooperative Partnership helps boost relations between localities of Vietnam and China, particularly Yunnan Province. Two-way trade between Vietnam and Yunnan rose 27.7% in 2011 to $1.21 billion. The number of visitors between the two countries reached about 250,000. Deputy Prime Minister Nguyen proposed increasing contacts between leaders of Vietnamese provinces and Yunnan province to discuss measures to boost bilateral cooperation. Border provinces of both countries should coordinate to well implement 3 documents relating to land border and effectively fight cross-border crimes. Yunnan Governor Lee said there is good potential for cooperation between Yunnan and Vietnamese localities in economics, trade, education, training, cultural, sports and mining. He said that the 2 sides should increase exchanges and hold more trade investment promotion activities with a view to expanding and further promoting the China-Vietnam Comprehensive Strategic Cooperative Partnership.
A national meeting took place in Ha Long City on June 3rd in response to the World Environment Day, June 5th, and the 2012 International Year of Sustainable Energy for All.
Alongside with economic development, Vietnam is facing great challenges from environmental degradation and the impacts of climate change. Recent surveys showed economic losses as a consequence of environmental pollution accounted for 1.5 to 2% of the country's GDP. That is not to mention the cost of treatment for diseases caused by pollution, which is estimated at $780 million each year. For those reasons, Vietnam, like many other countries worldwide, has chosen green economy as a new model for development. Vietnam is drafting a green growth strategy for 2020 with a vision to 2030. Our target of 2020 is to maintain a good economic growth rate while reducing emission of greenhouse gas, using natural resources efficiently, and creating the premise for a green economy and sustainable development. Addressing the meeting, Deputy Prime Minister Hoàng Trung Hải emphasized the need to reduce exploitation of natural resources, develop environmentally friendly industries, and increase the use of renewable energies. He also called on each people to adopt a green lifestyle to help protect the environment.
The Ministry of Health and the Thanh Hóa Provincial People's Committee on June 2nd launched a peak month for preventing mother-to-child HIV transmission.
According to statistics, the rate of HIV infection among pregnant women in the country is 0.25%. Among those infected, the rate of transmission from mother to child is between 30 to 40%. As a consequence, about 2,000 newborn children are infected with HIV each year. The main reason for this is the poor knowledge of the women themselves about HIV/AIDS prevention in general and mother-to-child transmission in particular. In addition, preventive services are not available widely, plus the obstacle from discrimination against HIV/AIDS sufferers, which prevent pregnant women with HIV from accessing such services. The Peak Action Month aims to provide information on prevention of mother-to-child transmission of HIV to at least 80% of women in the age group from 15 to 49. Another target is to increase the rate of infected pregnant women receiving early preventive treatment to 30%. The country also plans to double the number of children born to HIV mothers to be provided with preventive treatment or alternative milk.
Tourism officials of the Central Coastal Province of TRUYnh and the Central Highlands Province met up on June 2nd for discussion on linking their tours to attract more visitors.
Participants presented the potential as well as specific tourism products of their own provinces. They also saw the benefit of combining Phú Yên sea tourism with the Central Highland region's strength in eco-tourism and cultural tourism. The Central region has huge potential in tourism development, with the Central Coastal provinces having good conditions for sea tourism, and the Central Highlands boasting beautiful forests and rich ethnic culture. If we can combine the strength of both, we will create diverse and fascinating tours. Participants also expressed their hope that an effective linking between TRUYnh and the Central Highlands will help pave the way for more inter-provincial cooperation in tourism in the future. Moreover, it can also contribute to boosting tourism links with countries in the region, such as Laos, Cambodia and Thailand.
And this is the end of the news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.